There comes a moment in every person's life when they look around at their family and feel a quiet ache that's been building for years. A sense that something sacred is slipping away without making a sound. You notice the tired faces, the unspoken disappointments, the missed potential that echoes through every room of your home. And then, out of nowhere, a question hits you with the force of fate, asking why you are living so far below what you know you could be. That single moment becomes the spark that rewrites everything. It feels like the world has been pulling you in every direction, demanding quick fixes and cheap reliefs. It keeps telling you to waste your energy, your drive, your focus on moments that vanish as soon as they appear. And before you realize it, you're standing in the middle of a life that feels disconnected from your family, from your purpose, from your own inner strength. The weight of that truth is brutal, but it's also the beginning of your awakening. Hold on, before we unlock the real power of semen retention, hit that subscribe button and join our Telegram channel, link in description. We drop daily wisdom, success tools, and energy secrets only shared there. Don't watch from the sidelines, become part of the movement. This journey doesn't start with a miracle. It starts with a quiet decision made in the dark. A choice to stop letting impulse control your destiny. A choice to take command of your energy instead of letting it leak into habits that numb you. The moment you decide to guard your life force, you feel something ancient stir inside you. Something your ancestors carried with them when they protected their homes, their loved ones, their legacies. The first few days feel strange, almost unreal, because you're breaking a cycle that's been gripping you for years. Suddenly, every urge becomes a test. Every distraction whispers like a demon trying to pull you back into the old version of yourself. But for the first time, you're not bending. You're standing firm. Not because you want to impress anyone, but because you see the faces of the people you love and you refuse to live dishonored in front of them. Holding your energy begins to feel like holding a promise to your future self, to your parents, to your siblings, to the family that quietly hopes you'll grow into the strength they always knew was inside you. You start realizing that discipline is not about perfection. It's about devotion. And when your devotion is tied to the people who raised you or stood with you when no one else did, your resolve becomes unbreakable. The more you resist the old habits, the more you begin to see the person you could become. Your mind sharpens, your emotions balance, your intuition deepens. You begin to understand why your elders used to talk about self-control like it was a form of power. Because when you master yourself, you master your direction. And when you master your direction, your family sees a version of you they can finally lean on. You notice the shift when they start speaking to you differently. They ask for your advice. They trust your voice. They see that you're no longer drifting through life like a leaf in the wind. There's a new firmness in the way you talk and walk. You carry yourself like someone who knows the weight of responsibility. You no longer hide from your potential, and they no longer see you as the kid who once struggled. They see a protector, a provider, a pillar rising right before their eyes. Every time you hold your energy instead of wasting it, you feel your confidence stack layer by layer. It feels like you're building an inner fortress brick by brick. And each brick is made from sacrifice. You're not sacrificing for strangers. You're sacrificing for your family name. For the people who carried you before you could even stand on your own feet. There's a moment when you realize you've crossed the threshold. When urges hit you, but you don't react like before. Instead of feeling controlled by them, you watch them calmly, as if you're studying a ripple on a lake. This calmness is new. It feels earned. It feels like the strength your father or mother wished they had at your age. You feel like you're completing their unfinished story. And yet, the real transformation doesn't happen in the body. It happens in the emotional clarity that comes from discipline. You start remembering childhood moments when your family believed in you before you believed in yourself. You start seeing how much they sacrificed silently. And a fierce determination awakens in you to become someone worthy of those sacrifices. Not through external success, but through internal integrity. Your mind stops running in circles. You stop escaping into distractions. You stop numbing your emotions. Instead, you start facing everything you've avoided for years. The guilt, the fear, the self-doubt. And when you face them without flinching, something magnificent breaks open inside you. A doorway to the strongest version of yourself. Semen retention becomes less of a habit and more of a discipline that reshapes your character. Your presence becomes heavier, more stable. People feel something different when you walk into a room. They can't name it, but they sense the shift. It's like your energy is no longer scattered. It's focused, direct, and powerful in a way that speaks louder than words. Your family feels it too. When you sit with them, you're truly there. When you listen with depth. You're not half present, half distracted, half drained. You're centered. And that presence becomes a kind of emotional shelter for them. They feel safer, they feel heard, they feel supported. You become the one they rely on when storms hit. You begin taking responsibility without waiting to be asked. You help where help is needed. You fix what needs fixing. You step into roles that once intimidated you. And with each step, your identity strengthens. You are no longer the boy who wasted potential. You're the man who channels his energy into purpose. You start waking up earlier, not because you're forcing yourself, but because your mind is clearer, your body feels lighter, your dreams sharpen. You begin to see a path forming ahead of you, a path shaped by discipline, resilience, and self-respect. And at the end of that path, you see a version of yourself that your family would be proud to introduce as their own. Your emotions stop controlling you. You'll learn to regulate your impulses like a warrior sharpening his sword. You'll explode in anger or collapse in frustration. You'll handle challenges with a calm power that surprises even you. This emotional evolution becomes the foundation of your new presence. People from outside your home begin noticing the changes to Messiah. They sense you've tapped into something rare. Your posture is stronger. Your eyes hold more intensity. Your voice carries more certainty. You become the person others gravitate toward, not because you seek validation, but because your energy commands respect without saying a word. The discipline of retention becomes the fire that tempers your spirit. Your ambitions feel closer. Your dreams feel more achievable. You're no longer sabotaging your momentum with impulsive decisions. You're building a life that aligns with the values your family tried to teach you since you were young. Your relationships at home begin to soften. The misunderstandings fade. The distance closes. You start becoming the emotional bridge your family always hoped for. They see growth in your attitude, in your work ethic, in your consistency. The house starts feeling warmer, more connected, more unified. You find yourself irritated, less ungrateful. Your heart feels more open. You stop blaming the world for your pain and start embracing responsibility for your future. And that shift radiates outward, creating peace wherever you go. Your family's pride becomes fuel for your discipline. Each day you hold your energy as an act of devotion toward a better future. You understand now that your personal growth is not just personal, it's generational. Your strength becomes their strength. Your discipline becomes their hope. You begin noticing that dreams you once wrote off as impossible now feel within reach. Your productivity increases. Your creativity blooms. Your motivation breathes again. And through it all, your family becomes your anchor. Every time temptation hits, you remember the people who stood by you when you had nothing to offer. That memory alone makes you unstoppable. As you continue the journey, you feel your childhood wounds begin to heal. Not through running, but through confronting them with clarity and maturity. You'll realize that your family wasn't perfect, but they tried. They tried so hard. And now, it's your turn to carry the torch forward. You'll become more patient with your siblings, more appreciative of your parents, more present in the moments that once felt ordinary. You stop waiting for big events to show love. You show it daily through your discipline, your effort, and your commitment to becoming your best self. This internal transformation spills into your external world. Opportunities start appearing. Not by luck, but because your energy is finally aligned with your goals. People trust you more. They see you as stable, consistent, reliable. You become a source of inspiration in your home, and beyond it, the journey makes you realize that every urge you resist is a clue that you're rewriting your destiny. Every temptation becomes a reminder of the old version of yourself that you refuse to carry forward. You're not just fighting impulses, you're fighting for your family's future. Your discipline becomes a quiet revolution in your household. Arguments soften, tension fades, stress lessens. You become a calming influence, the person who brings solutions instead of problems. This shift creates harmony around you in ways you never expected. You start setting higher standards for your life. You stop settling. You stop tolerating the old excuses that once held you back. You begin moving with intention. Your family notices. They see the glow in your eyes that wasn't there before, a glow born from self-respect and inner strength. You start taking care of your health, eating better, sleeping better, working better. You realize your body is the first home your family ever gave you. And now you honor that home through discipline and focus. You begin investing your energy in meaningful pursuits instead of instant gratification. You create, build, and grow. Your discipline unlocks levels of focus you didn't know existed. And slowly, your family starts admiring the person you're becoming. The journey transforms your relationship with failure. Instead of seeing failure as a punishment, you see it as feedback. You get back up faster. You grow sharper. Your resilience becomes a new kind of strength your family leans on. When they struggle, the self-control you develop begins rewriting your entire identity. You stop chasing comfort. You stop hiding from pressure. Instead, you step into challenges with a steady heart because you've learned to control the most powerful force inside you. Your family begins to feel protected around you in a way they never have before. Your presence becomes reassuring. Your discipline becomes inspiring. Your commitment becomes the heartbeat of your home's emotional stability through semen retention. You connect to something deeper than habit or discipline. You connect to your lineage. You begin to understand that your ancestors survived through strength, restraint, and purpose. You carry that same fire within you, and now you're learning to direct it. This journey changes the way you speak, the way you listen, the way you make decisions. Every area of your life improves because you're no longer moving from impulse, but from intention. And intention is what builds legacies. Your family's trust in you becomes your greatest source of motivation. You no longer want to succeed just for yourself. You want to succeed because you want to uplift the people who never gave up on you, even when you gave up on yourself. The discipline you build makes you kinder, not colder. Stronger, not harder. More loving, not weaker. You begin to understand that true strength is gentle, steady, and deeply rooted in self-control. Your family begins to see you as someone who can carry the weight of responsibility with grace. Someone who doesn't crumble under pressure. Someone who stands tall even when the world tries to bend you. As your journey continues, you begin feeling a deep sense of pride. Not the loud kind that seeks applause, but the quiet kind that makes you breathe a little deeper. Because you know you're becoming the man you were meant to be, the connection with your family grows stronger. You find joy in supporting them. You find fulfillment in carrying more weight. Your discipline becomes a daily reminder that you are the product of their sacrifices and the architect of their future. You understand now that semen retention isn't just a practice. It's a vow you make to your own strength, a vow to your family, a vow to your destiny. You hold your energy not to gain power, but to gain clarity and purpose. You begin to see the world differently. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to rise. Every temptation becomes a reminder of how far you've come. Every moment becomes a chance to honor your family through discipline. You realize that the greatest gift you can give your family is not money or fame. It's the strength of a centered, disciplined, purpose-driven man who leads with integrity and vision. By the time you fully step into your new identity, you feel grounded in a way you never have before. You feel connected to your past and aligned with your future. Your family sees the transformation and feels proud, relieved, and inspired. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Every thanks is a spark that keeps this mission alive. Your support means more than you know. This journey reshapes everything. Your energy, your focus, your relationships, your purpose. You become someone who doesn't just live life, but leads it. Someone who carries the weight of his family's hopes with strength instead of fear. And when you look in the mirror, you no longer see the boy you once were. You see a man forged from discipline, fire, and devotion. A man who guards his energy like a sacred flame. A man whose family will speak of with pride for decades to come. The journey of retention becomes the journey of becoming the strongest version of yourself. Not just for you, but for the people who raised you, loved you, and believed in you when you couldn't believe in yourself. And that is the real awakening.